turn it this way. All right, so give me the breakdown. What do each of these characters want to do?
Okay, so what Ken 2 is going to be doing is, well, Ken 2 things. He's going to be playing mostly 4 diff attacks and removing them from the game, to doing his special ability to draw more cards and remove them from the game, and to pump them up. He has 2 things going on here. He removes top cards of his deck. Your 4 or higher difficulty attack gets +1 speed and +2 damage for each attack removed.
Mm-hmm.
And then remove top 2 cards from your deck for the game. If this attack that is currently being played shares a name with a card that is removed from the game, draw 2. Rarely have I ever seen that second ability used defensively to draw cards, but you know what? It can happen.
It certainly can. And then Dr. Wily is all playing the Ally Engine, which we've already found Skull Fortress 2, which says after a foundation is destroyed, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's an ally, you get to build it down. And Dr. Wily says that he destroys a foundation, your attack gets speed, and if it deals damage, your opponent destroys a foundation. And so the entire goal is I'm trying to go plus to try to go even to then destroy my opponent's cool stuff.
Yep.
And then a lot of the deck is our allies, and because of the new gauge mechanic, stacking Dr. Wily 1 dot and Dr. Wily 2 dot is extremely effective because 2 dot gives speed, 1 dot gives damage. There's just a ton going on. Mm-hmm. And so the question that we have is Ken is for sure setting the pace here. He wants to be aggressive. He wants to just do 27 as quickly as he can, but then with Dr. Wily's trying to control Ken's staging area so that his attack strings just don't exist.
All right, so he used SRK's combo to stack a leg shredder, to then remove leg shredder with the pump effect to get +1 speed, +3 damage, and ready a foundation that was already in play. So that was a strong setup. It looks like Wily's just eating it. Like, all right, what do you got? Ooh.
I'm sorry, excuse me?
Hello.
4, 5, 6? Yeah.
The Ken should be ready. I don't know why the Ken's committed. The Ken is ready.
On my board, he's ready.
Weird. On mine, he's not. Look at the straight up.
Oh my goodness. He might just one-shot him?
He might be able to. He's trying. I don't think he has to fail this, though.
Yeah, it does feel a little bad.
Yeah. It just fails. So. Alright, so we're at -1 speed.
This is a really cool Ken deck, though, because of the fact that we get to build all these cool cards down, right?
Yeah.
Off of Exploding Flame Roar, and if we have another roar, we just kind of get to pop off a bit. You know, we'll keep building cards. We'll just take the resources from my hand and just start putting them into my.
Oh.
Was that? Oh, he said no. Thank you. He said absolutely.
Yeah.
He said no. Wrong.
Yeah.
False. He said.
Yeah,
he said
that was
3, 2, 1. Let's not jam.
Yeah, no jams.
Yeah. So what happened there, everybody, is Tank just says after your opponent plays an ability on their character card, just cancel its effect. And so that's where we're at.
All right. So the hard block happened. All right. So just keep bringing the heat, I guess, is the plan right now.
Yeah, the question is, can we do 17? I know Ken can, right? But he's just got a crit on his thing, and easily we just hit a second Exploding Flame War.
Checks a 6
because we're a good player.
Yep. All right. So
if we hit the crit, Jose might just die.
Yeah, he's gonna draw 2 first. He's gonna do his I think the first play would be, because he has an exploding framework in the yard, in the remove from game. I would be trying to draw 2 here. Like, all right, so we're doing Wily things.
Yeah, destroy for -2 speed, respond to Skull Fortress. And then we flip this bad boy over. It is not. So we do have a 4 check on top of our deck.
All right, so we nothing up. Okay, so
no crit.
All right, so he gets to draw 2 though. So he did the crit first, and then he did the draw 2.
And he whiffed on both. Unfortunately.
Well, it's fine with the draw 2. The draw 2 only references a card that already exists in the remove from game pile.
Correct.
So he already has an exploding framework in his remove from game. So he draws 2 cards. It was remove 2, draw 2. So that was happening.
Yeah.
So he brought 1 down. All right. And then
to finish it off,
checks another 6 on the
another 6 because he's so unbelievably good.
Trying to find damage here. Well, I think he's got him.
Yeah, he's got the block, and he has to pay 2 additional costs to block with it.
Yeah. So that was
what a quick one. This is really the potency of Ken, right? If you draw it, you draw it.
Yep.
But Dr. Wily being able to go first, if he can now find it, he could control Ken's entire staging area and just say that he's just not allowed to play cards anymore.
This is very much a matchup, I think.
What is happening? We have different backed cards? Question mark?
No, his cards are the Ken cards are all UFS.
They're all UFS?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He must have added a different. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's 2 deck builders for there's the one that's been maintained by the gentleman who pretty much built everything, and then there's a second table that's for deck building that has the UFS deck card backs.
Right.
That I like using because but the problem is when you load into games, it can take people a few minutes to download all the images.
Yeah.
But yeah. Now, I saw what was going on. I'm like, yeah, when I loaded up the game, I was like, why am I 2 different, why is this taking so long to load? And that was my answer.
Yeah. So it looks like we did not find our real estate in this game. Could have mulliganed for it, but I will say this Sinister Malevolence is for sure going to be coming in. It says the Exploding Flame Wars do not let you just have extra gas for free.
Yep. The biggest thing that the Ken deck does not have from the standard build, only a 2 build. The Ken deck
mulligan, or did we mulligan?
We didn't mulligan. Battery.
Whew. This is Ken just this is Dr. Wily just trying to control the staging area, right?
Yeah.
Having a 2 build versus Dr. Wily pretty much says you lose the game, but if Dark Dragon knows his rulings, he can overly dramatic Dr. Wily's ability.
Yeah.
Which is just the right call here.
Yeah. There's a free shadow, just auto rebuild 1.
Unless we have a revoke. Off-symboled revoke under void. We did see Tagorba this being off-symboled by Ken.
Yeah. I think something's going on. Some thought process is going on here, I think.
Yeah.
I think you overly dramatic this, personally. That's what I think should be happening. Nope, he's just...
I'm going to take it? Insane. And he says, we don't even need it. Short fuse? What's that? Not a card. Goes for Capital Zap?
There's that.
Man, what a good one. One of the best pound for pound attacks in the game. Honestly.
Agreed.
Grabs an ally back, and then as Dr. Wily, you destroy a different card. And so you build one for free. Like, there are simple wishes that had this card.
Yeah. Yeah, this card, Capital Zap is one of those cards that, like, if they keep making allies, if like another character down the line gets another set of ally foundations, Zap is just going to be like, all right, well, retro Zap is a thing because all the cards on it, interact so well together.
Yeah. Lucky break for Kin, actually. So one of the second ways to beat Dr. Wily is to accidentally commit your whole staging area. So Dr. Wily doesn't say if it's not blocked, it just says if it deals damage. And so we hit the half block on the rapid speed slash, and in order to pass the check, we had to commit overly dramatic, which means it's not a ready foundation for it to be destroyed.
All right, so we checked a Moon Ritual Dance. So he has to commit a few here to pass that Shadow of a Cowboy. So now we're going to be seeing some good old Ken action here, it looks like. I mean, he's got one foundation. I've seen Ken's win on 0 foundations, so...
I mean, last game, Ken could have won on 0 foundations, right?
True.
Actually, I guess he checked poorly once, so a little hyperbole. But
so the one thing I didn't... that Ken didn't do last round during those 2 attacks, he only did his ability once.
Yeah.
Like, I think I would have done my ability as much as possible to get that remove from game pile stacked up a little bit, just to get the attack list bigger. Because sometimes this is going to be a turn where you need to draw cards. Unless you have this amazing hand that's already pre-sculpted for you, you're going to have to draw a lot of cards to win. Let's see here. So we're doing... Oh, there's a ready up. Okay, good.
And he removed Leg Shredder, which has a stat that says after this were removed from the game, just ready a foundation. So Ken removing cards off the top of his deck kind of gets a bit of a bonus off of the Leg Shredder.
Blocking with Unlikely Romance. Okay, so we got...
We hit damage because of a Kirin Soul.
Yep.
I don't think that checks a 4/5. I don't think we actually get to kill him just because of the fact that we have the Shell of a Proud Man that says we no longer have the combo keyword. And so it is possible that if we had the Exploding Flame Roar here, we hit 2 6s on it last game, so we could just hit it again.
We're wiling to try to build up a foundation base.
Yep, I think that's a totally fair play on this turn, just to let us go in a little bit harder. I will say that and this is for me being a grumpy old man, one of the old heads when it comes to Dr. Wily. Jose plays so many non-ally cards, whereas when I was originally building and being the architect for the deck, I wanted to shove as many as I can, right? Because not only does that ability work on my turn in order to keep readying my foundations, but it also works on my opponent's turn for anti-stun. It stops overcommitting. But the choices that Jose has made when it comes to playing, how unlucky. That doesn't move. When it comes to playing foundations,
Excuse me. Sorry.
Foundations and attacks and so on that don't have the ally keyword, we haven't seen it checked yet. But he's got a tech in here that I would have never dreamed of.
So I'm taking a look at some deck lists. I wanted to get an idea of what's going on around here. Is there anything interesting? I'm actually looking at Mario's list right now for Ken 2. Let's take a look at Jose's Wily list. We have seen that he is playing Dr. Wily 1 for the gauge, because he is playing 2 different gauge attacks that have
actually
ally.
Just destroyed the card that we're talking about, and that's Swimbird. Swimbird's the attack that I would have never ever thought to put in this deck, but gets absolutely massive. It starts at a 7 mid for X because of Dr. Wily giving it +2 speed. Yeah. And so if Swimbird is on the board right now, it'd be a 7 mid for 8 at minimum.
Yes.
So, it just hits like a truck.
Yeah, he has a few of those in here. I'm trying to look at how many actual non. Okay, so he's not. He's definitely He is playing some more non allies than I would expect.
Yeah,
but that's how it is sometimes. He has some spicy cards in here though.
For sure, for sure. I think he's got a lot of answers, which I think Dr. Wily might need inside of this format. Like,
Yes.
Looking at last game, right? Trying to fight Ben Shoemaker, trying to fight Grant Padley, and all of these like really strong abilities. Like, there's so much that Dr. Wily's just inherent ally kit just doesn't cover its bases, and so
True.
he's giving up consistency in order to hit a little deeper. But we have found one of the craziest, strongest reasons that Dr. Wily exists, and that is Moon Ritual Dance. Moon Ritual Dance inside of Dr. Wily 2 Dot says, if I hit you with a Moon Ritual Dance, I will always have a Tagore Brothers in my hand for the rest of the game. I mean, we're
going to game 3.
Back and forth turn 2s. I love it. Yeah. I love it. Who said Kid 2's the most aggro character in the format? Have you met the Mad Lad? Let's go, Dr. Wily. We're over here looking like Cowboy Andy. We started this turn with like 4 or 5 foundations, and we're finishing almost in deadlock. He's got the low block. Or is he going to use it to clear his card pool? Yeah,
no. We're going to game 3. That was what I expected to see happen here. We're going to go to game 3 and let's see what happens.
Yeah, this last game is for sure going to be decided on whether Kin can kill him before Dr. Wily can stabilize.
True. Checking this. No shows. Just checking everything right now. See if any reports have come in. Still, we're just on no shows at the moment. Wow, they just shoveled up and went.
Yeah.
Whew. That's the one thing you gotta remember when you're playing online with UFS.
Mm-hmm.
How long would you say between a game ending and a game starting on physical playing physical? You're looking at
from 2 to 5 minutes, depending on the table talk, right?
Yeah. Now this, boom, we are just like shuffled up, good, go.
Man, I love the diversity of the board state here. We've got Sinister Malevolence to stop the face downs. We've got Evil Imposter to take away all non-keyword abilities on a card. So, your
you can't capsule
ritual
zaps.
Dances don't move. Your capsule zaps don't work. We've got Shuttle Proudman to stop combo. We've got Last Ditch Gamble to just discard a card from the card pool, draw a card. Let's go.
Yeah.
-3 speed, not easy destroy for Hidden Laughter. Discard a momentum and ready a foundation. Just keep the gas going. Like,
all right, we got the bump.
Hit a mini crit, 1/3.
1/3. Nothing on the draw, but that's fine. Coming in hot. Do we have the double? Oh, we got Kate. We got Ken Kick. Now this card is Kurabushi Kick is one of those cards that I love cards like this. I love Kurabushi Kick for just counting numbers against people. I rebuilt about a month ago. I was rebuilding the Eva and playing like 140 cards.
Yeah.
And I would just be like, oh, it's your attack. I'll remove 10 from the game. And I'll just be like, and I'll come back on like turn 3. And I'm like, all right, I have 40 cards from the game. There's 17 attacks. Kurabushi Kick for you for lethal. And people were like, what?
We were given a deck list that's very similar to what you're describing by people cashing in their play coins on Twitch. And I told him I can't play the deck on stream because I don't actually have enough sleeves for your EVA deck. He was like, it's my 120 EVA deck. I'm like, so sorry, man, I don't have the sleeves for that.
So then what you need to do, Tam, is when you your group decides to acquire sleeves, you should be buying the big boxes that usually can get. You get like, you end up, like, when I buy sleeves, I try to buy I'll buy either the big box of Dragon Shield, I'll buy like just all of one color, and those are the decks for the season. Like, that's like the Worlds to Nationals sleeves. And you just slowly rotate them so that they kind of get an even wear. So Ooh.
This is a choice, right? Because now we have to commit kin in order to pass this out of your league check. Sorry, we'll go back to sleeves here in a second.
Yeah.
Sorry. We hit the Shuttle Proud Man response, trying to get rid of the combo requirement off of Exploding Flame Roar. And then out of your league comes out of nowhere. But in order to play it, we have to commit kin. Which
if you don't pass that. Okay, so. Ooh. I am wondering. I mean, it was failed. He paid the 3 life. It gets started. 1 second.
Go on. Hold on. Pause.
Oh. He's trying to stop it another way.
After your opponent plays a non-character response ability, cancel it. And so we are trying to cancel it a second way. Wow.
Yes. We're double. We are in a counter war right now. My first one failed. Here's my next one.
That's not what you expect from Ken Masters.
No.
For sure.
It's like, what is he doing? I gotta kill you. It's like he's accepting. I think there's the acceptance of this is. If he doesn't kill him with this, it's he might not be able to finish. He's gonna pass turn. And I mean, Dr. Wily's not in the Dr. Wily board state. So
we could get there.
Yeah,
I don't know how we build down our foundations. But the big thing is like Ken's actually in a really good spot because all his foundations are committed. So like we can't actually do anything.
That's blocked. All right.
So anywho, sleeves.
Sleeves.
We wanted to try out these new katana sleeves that existed.
Oh my god, you got suckered on those.
I actually love them. I love them.
And I'll explain why I have my opinion on the katana sleeves. They have the lowest headroom for a card.
What do you mean?
So a Dragon Shield has about, when you put a Dragon Shield in a sleeve, you're gonna have about let's see, I have a double Dragon Shield. These are not Dragon Shields. I would actually have to put it together because I have a bad set of katanas that I bought and I dated them. I don't like my card being right near the top of the sleeve opening.
Oh, okay.
Because how I shuffle and how my teammate that shares almost all my decks with, me and Jeff shuffle the same, and they get a little when I've shuffled, I have started to get my cards to pop out a little bit out of my sleeves.
Yeah,
and I've actually damaged a few cards because luckily they were commons. But that's what made me like I'm not even playing this anymore. I will just play with Dragon Shields, and Dragon Shields have enough, like an extra 1.5 millimeters of headroom. So when they slide, they still stay within. And by the time I'll do like the tap down on the table after doing my shuffle routine, they're still in there, and they go settle back in.
Okay.
So it's like that's my personal opinion here. Like, all right, so I think we did that. Okay.
We grabbed a Dr. Wily, which matters a lot.
Yeah.
We haven't seen any real estate come out. No Turf 2, or else we would have for sure picked it up off of the Guardian of the Spirit Sword.
Yep. All right, so we're picking back up that Dispelling Horn with Dr. Wily. That's something to keep an eye on, because that's the one thing Dr. Wily, everybody kind of forgets about Dr. Wily. You can do that grab back during your opponent's Somebody don't remember that. It's like, oh, that happened.
And what this says is that we're going to be destroying foundations on my opponent's turn, which is really important inside of this kind of a matchup with Kin being so volatile. Unless, of course, we decide to blow the EX3. Yeah, EX3 load on these rapid speed slashes.
Yeah. If he had hit if he had double critted, I would be like, all right, I'm gonna use my ability, not draw a card, gain an extra momentum and just shove it at him and like this, like, all right, eat 10.
For sure.
And just try. Well, also you're pressuring him to commit the bounce fighter. That's the one thing he has. He has bounce fighter and he has 2 Guardian of the Spirit Sword. Those add up. Yeah, he's writing up the hidden. Ooh,
he said nah, dog.
All right.
Said no shot.
I think that's getting out of your league.
Pay your 3.
Du-
1, 2, 3, and then we discard that from the card or remove it from the game. That's fair.
That seems fair. All right, so now Ken, I don't think. Let's take a look here at my. I'm the one with the list up. I've got my multi-monitor set up here, and I'm like, I got the list pile up on one monitor, and I'm going back and forth. I'm trying to see if he has, by going into Desperation, if there's any plays he's got from it. Doesn't look like it.
I haven't seen anything on board currently, or that we've seen.
All right, so we're gonna do our another superior technique.
Yep.
Now, Tam, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So, superior technique at one point was banned in standard.
Was it?
Yes, it was banned during the Red Horizon revival standard, where they're like, we're bringing Red Horizon 1 and 2 back to standard format. They decided to ban it. Do you think there's justification to keep an eye on that card?
Inside of this format?
Inside of Retro, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. That card's insane.
I think that card is starting to become if you're not playing it, if you have symbols for this and you're not playing it, I'm very confused.
Yeah, so inside of standard alone, a literal 1/5 of the cards are all weapons, right?
Yeah.
and so every single weapon that you have in your deck can also possibly say discard and then draw, and then discard from the card pool, draw 2. And then not only that, but it has the hidden ability of find a perfect block or honestly find anything that you want. That card's insane. Under the void symbol, it says find Tagora Brothers. It says find revoke. Like we were talking about it in the last match of your opponent uses the enhance on Ben Shoemaker, destroys a foundation. You respond with Spirit Technique, add your
anti-discard,
and then discard your Pure of Heart off of the Ben's ability. And you're like, oh, I'll actually debuild you too. Sorry, man. I'll discard my 2 cards, essentially, to then stuff 2 cards up in your card pool.
All right, so Wily's down to 1 card in hand.
We know what it is. It is a mid-block.
It is a mid-block. He's not going to reversal. That's
obviously.
Yeah. All right, there's the SRK. 3. No, recycling. That's not good. That is. So he's down to 18 cards in deck.
We have 36 cards removed from the game.
Yep. So now we're starting to play the how often do I use my ability with Ken.
I will be surprised if it's not over on this turn, honestly.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna actually have to fail this exploding flame roar for us not to be mollywopped here. If Ken, I mean, from here, like, why would you not attempt to do the crit, right?
Yeah. There we go. Okay, so we're combo responding to gain a face down. That's yep. All right, so
well, you have to make the check first, as opposed to So he makes the check, and then
he stacked the SRK with its. He stacked the SRK with SRK.
You combo enhance.
:
and then you make your check to time to end you, and then you get to stack.
Yeah, and he actually got a leg shredder, and he got a leg shredder. Yeah, he actually.
Playing the cards right was better for Ken.
But he didn't stack the link shredder. Oh, because he's going to +1 a foundation, so he doesn't really matter running that foundation. So, all right, so -3 speed. So he's got 6 cards in hand. Unless he is desperate for attacks, I would just be removing for damage bonus right now.
Yeah. And we also have the stun 1.
Yep.
Looks like we've already used Dr. Wily's destroy once per after a card is destroyed once per turn.
Yeah.
Do you get a 6 check off the top of our deck? And so our exploding flammores might not be for free. We've already seen this Kin player be ultra good at the game and just check 6s.
Drawing. Wow, we're still. All right, we're down to 12 cards in deck. Those are his last 12 cards. There's like you'd have to like play making checks here. So, there's Kurobushi Kick.
Kurobushi Kick.
That's it.
Block. And that is.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Mario for taking this game. Kin 2.
Yeah.
Still got it.
Still
got it.
I mean, outside of like looking at Mario's list here and what we saw being played, the only card there's not a lot of retro in his deck here. He's got some short fuses and some evil imposters, but the superior technique that was his bread and butter.
For sure.